It has been quite good so far in this tournament, but I would be more scared of the Morphling, which Alliance have no qualms whatsoever picking at first phase.
I mean, no surprise there after what we were able to see Nico Baby do.
Yep.
Morphling going to be picked up here. How do you feel about the Morphling being snatched?
It's pretty strong here. We have seen some Dooms, even from the offlane or the mid lane, go into an early earn into Vessel, like Tsunami mentioned before. It's one of those items that's really strong against Morph until, at least until he gets a BKB or Manta. So we might see that approach from the Doom. And the Phoenix with the Sunray obviously does deal well once Morphling starts morphing into that extra strength for extra HP. So. But I still like it. It's Nico Baby. And there are some players that just make any hero work at any given game because they've played versus every single counter. In pubs, in competitive games, they know what they need to do throughout the game to make it work.
Yeah, stats sometimes are kind of stupid. They don't take into account absolutely everything, right? Like they're not going to take into account the pilot. What do you think about stats being stupid?
I know a gray-haired individual who would think very much the opposite.
I know like whenever the stream catches up, I'm actually gonna get like that was a bait to have Alan text me.
He's gonna text you.
That was the bat signal?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start. It's just my phone's gonna just start heating up. But I think it obviously like he would be like actually stats, and I understand that. I understand, but I think it is very important. Like you said, you can look at win rates until you're blue in the face, but if you're not taking into account the player that is playing it, you're not using the stats the right way.
If you just look at the qualifier, Magnus and Doom had an incredible win rate, 80 to 100%. But now you have this Doom. He's instantly countered, let's say, by Darkseer, by any a little bit better team. And we have seen Magnus today as well picked up, instantly countered by a Winter Wyvern. I haven't seen that counter picked up once in the close qualifier, at least from the games that I have covered. So Tier 1 teams, they just do not shy away always from letting these meta heroes go through, and then they counter them accordingly.
Yeah. And also, just to take it a step further, to really talk about the numbers while they're hot right now. I mean, also, when we're starting to see these Tier 1 teams against Tier 1 teams, because I think it was you who mentioned it a little bit earlier, maybe, I'm trying to remember which panel it was actually on, but some of the matchups that we had a little bit earlier obviously weren't just Tier 1 against Tier 1. Now we're getting into the Tier 1 versus Tier 1, so a lot of those stats you can almost throw out the window and start tracking everything again now. And we obviously have a very small sample size to go off of. How do you feel about this pick, though, Tsunami?
I was hoping that Alliance would lean the same way that they did in Game 1, where they draft more save-oriented. Granted, it's not as critical because you don't have to worry about a lasso for the Morphling, you don't have to worry about Mystic Flare or Silence on the Morphling, but Doom is still, like, you have to be quick on your fingers as a Morphling to be able to survive against a Doom, but it seems like Alliance are going to go in a different approach and go more damage-oriented, more playmaking-oriented, at least that's what Alina would suggest. I am... Actually, I don't know where they're going to play this.
It's the Phoenix counter, right? One of those heroes that you have built-in attack speed from Fiery Souls, and because of that, you'll be able to take care of the egg. But I think it also might be a snatch pick. Like you take this Lina away from them because it's one of those heroes that can burst a Morphling down fast, right? So there are different things. I've been doing a little bit of research just so people think analysts aren't just talking here, BSing. Like, Hanskin has been practicing Lina a little bit too in his pubs, so it could be a position 4 too, but most likely it will be a Limp, right? He just loves the hero.
I would prefer it to be Limp. Position 4 Lina kind of fell off. Yeah,
I love it more too.
Yeah. And because it doesn't even seem that matchup dependent. For a long time, Lina was very, very matchup dependent in the mid lane. Now it seems like you can get away with it against most mid laners. I don't know.
The only problem I have with her is like it's this squishy hero that has a very weird power spike, in which if you aren't really snowballing, at one point any hero that can get on top of you just blows you up. Like you're dead. So it can work. Tier 1 teams definitely do make Lina work quite often, but recently it hasn't been great. And look, they just go with the Spectre. That's the counter that a slight counter that I mentioned a little bit earlier. Now you have the ultimate win condition. You go for that Skadi later on, the Morphling will not be able to deal with that. So you have a hero that's good versus Morphling. Lina can be a little bit problematic, but you can draft with other heroes against that.
Do you mean that in a fashion that was similar to the last game at all, where you expect Nigma to have that sort of pressure on them to get that plan online without making mistakes?
I wouldn't say that this when you have the win condition, the ultimate win condition, you don't care way too much about making some small mistakes in the early to mid game. Of course you do, but you're playing on that Spectre, right? Eventually he will carry you the game.
So you're pretty much saying you know, play it kind of safe. Just make
play
sure
it
you're
safe,
crossing your T's, you're dotting your I's, go for the Scotty, win the game.
Pretty much.
Okay.
The margin is thinner, though. I think in Game 1 with that Arc Warden was definitively going to be the best hero in the game no matter what. Here, there are more peaks and valleys between Spectre's power spikes and Morphling's power spikes, where it's not like a linear thing where once you pass 40 minutes, Spectre's just de facto better. It'll depend heavily on initiation for this game. Any game against a Morphling, if you're able to initiate cleanly, then you can just win the fight like that. Whereas for Alliance, they need to be a little bit more delicate with their initiation. They're not going to be able to get any Vipers banned out, so not be able to get any surprise breaks. I wonder if that's why they've been banning Slark so much, is because they've been wanting to pick Spectre, and they just don't like that matchup.
And Team Nigma is lacking stuns heavily. Like, their catch is terrible. You have your Glimpse, you have your Doom, and perhaps Infernal Blade, but that's it. You don't have any of these instant reliable catches that will allow you to get on top of this Morphling and destroy him. It doesn't look like an easy game to execute. They need a mid laner that will fill those roles.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
something like
why-
a Storm perhaps could be pretty sick for them, right? But it like for Nigma Storm, do they play it a lot?
Do you want like
Will they play
someone who
that?
can have a disable when they initiate kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause
But
yeah.
but it's Nigma, right? It's not really their ballpark.
I mean, I know we will begrudgingly play DK every once in a
Yeah.
while, but I don't really know if that's the best solution right now.
What do you think the best solution might be?
Something to burst Morphling. So I thought that something like a Queen of Pain would be okay, but it doesn't really disable. You jump in, maybe you have an Orchid, hopefully, but if you don't, then you just have to hope you can get a clean Sonic Wave on the Morphling.
There you go. That's it, right? Like, you don't really carry as much burst, but it's still your hero that will be able to get there early on, use those shackle shots to initiate. I honestly think if it's any other team than Team Nigma, it's 90% Storm Spirit pick here. I just think that they value the Wind Ranger more. Remember, even in Bukoval, when they just started pretty much playing, well, not really, but they had that bad period with Wii, and they were just picking Wind Ranger in Walker for him. So it's...
And winning.
Yeah, and winning. It's true.
All right, we talked about some of the things that needed to be shored up that Wind Ranger was able to clean up for. How do we feel about that? Already mentioned by you, Tsunami. How do you feel about this rounding out our draft?
So initially I was hoping for a core Lina, but I do think that she would struggle against a Wind Ranger, and so they transitioned the mid lane to a DK instead. So it's going to be a Hanskin, Lina, and a Limp DK.
Yep.
Which I think is not going to have any issues whatsoever versus a Wind Ranger. Now the question is, which one would have been better against a Spectre? Would it have been a core Lina or a core DK? How popular is Silver Edge on DK these days?
You can build it. You can go for Silver Edge, right?
Okay.
But most likely what we'll see is some Blink Dagger. It's all right.
Yeah, so anything to initiate, really, is the most important thing, which a DK will be able to offer better than a Lina. Lina, at best, is a Eul's initiator, but DK can really get into the meat of a fight.
If you look at Limp, like, he has, I think, 66% win rate with Viper, followed 60% on DK. Like, it's just one of those heroes that he plays really well. I think what's really good for them when it comes to this DK is that they play on a tempo, and they will be controlling the game. He will be the one going from one objective to another, pushing before the Spectre really comes online. Because, as he said, it's not linear when it comes to power spikes from Morphling and Spectre, but eventually Spectre, with the right item choices, can take the game.
Interesting thing to note when you do actually take a look at the odds provided by EGB.com, we're all of a sudden in a scenario where it has gotten much, much closer. And with that, it's time for us to get a little bit closer to our casters, jump into this matchup. And the first thing that I really want to be asking them is how they feel about a Limp DK.
Yeah, what do you reckon for? Limp on the Dragon Knight, you know, it's a good, solid sort of old school hero for him. Do you sort of favour his odds here against Nigma? Are we going to see him be sort of the lead in these plays that they're going to have to make against this Nigma lineup?
It's a hard lockdown. It's a hero that doesn't really care about the laning phase either, right? Like he's going to be versus Wind Ranger, doesn't care. He's going to farm just fine. He's their tower pressure and their tempo setting, and he's a space maker. Nothing better than a space maker for a Nico Baby Morphling, right?
Sure.
So,
I mean, it
looks pretty good on paper.
Yeah, and if anything, though, with this space that you're making, considering how Nico Baby played in Game 2, he's probably going to get involved in that space making as well. You know, this man, if he sees a chance to get involved early, he's going to be joining the fights as well.
Yeah, most definitely. It looks like it's a... I mean, like I said, it looks like a very well-rounded lineup. The one thing I am concerned about, I guess you could say, is if it gets to a later stage, they have very fragile supports. Lina Bane, Spectre gets to a point where he clicks ultimate, these heroes are dead.
Yep.
Right? So that is one of my biggest fears, that they could get into a point where they're playing with 3 core heroes, which could be very strong, but their 2 supports might just disappear. So yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. Looking at Team Nigma's draft, theirs looks real strong. I think their catch was a bit lackluster. That's why I did really like that Wind Ranger. Kind of evens things up to be able to give them that as well.
30 seconds. Do you think this game is, in comparison to Game 2, harder for Nico Baby's Morphling to perform?
God, I feel like the last game was harder, but he just got handed so much that it makes it weird. Like last game he was playing versus Double Silence, and it didn't feel like he was even concerned because he had a Manta. He had a Manta by the time they even came to the point where he had it.
As well, of course,
and he had a Batten Shields, and he had a Shadow Demon to protect him. So this one I feel like could be a little bit more difficult just because of that. He doesn't have saves besides the Bane mini sleep.
And the Surge.
Okay, and the Surge, I guess.
Kind of nice, getting him away, you know.
As long as it comes after the Doom, because if the Doom comes out beforehand, as the Surge is on,
S4's a professional player. He's going to be waiting for the Doom to come out.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. All right, so immediately trying to do some mind games.
Doom.
They're expecting DK was mid, so they're going to put the Doom mid versus that matchup. But it's actually going to be a Morphling mid.
Oh, surprise. So Nico Baby's happy with this one, right? This is a matchup where 1v1 he free farms as a Morph on his own?
Yeah, he'll free farm. Thing is, you won't be able to, like, Doom is going to free farm too, right?
Okay.
So...
I mean, Doom's always going to get farm. I mean, very strong in the mid lane, of course, where we see a lot of players like to do this. It's, you know, you get him in a matchup where he's not going to get harassed too heavy. He's going to be fine. Bottom lane, FNG.
Nice little shackle there coming out. Good damage onto FNG. But I do think that they got the lanes that they wanted on the side of Alliance, right? They have the DK versus the Wind Ranger, which they wanted. They have the Morphling in a matchup where he's not pressured, because if he was bottom, Wind Ranger plus Phoenix, it's not so fun. Like, you're just constantly going to be getting harassed. No, so I do think that they're happy with their lane setups here on the side of Alliance.
Yeah, no, this has been a solid setup from Alliance in those lanes. I mean, the top lane as well. I mean, would you also consider a decent matchup for Alliance, or is this one a little different?
No, it looks great. Yeah, it's a very strong, aggressive lane with the Darkseer plus the Lina. Sure, Lina can't utilize the Ion Shells well, but he can trade better versus RMN. Like, he just has stun availability and a better range attack. So RMN won't be able to secure the farm for Miracle too well. If it was a Warlock, then I'd be like, oh, you know, Warlock Spectre, it's fantastic. You don't care at all about Darkseer or that Lina harassment as much, but it's a disruptor to try to go for the catch later on. So, scarier lane for Miracle.
We do see on that first few waves, though, mid, Mind Control getting a hefty lead in the CS, just having that good old hard-hitting punch.
Yeah, it's like 870 base damage or something, you know, casual. Versus that Morph, but Nico Baby now gets level 3. That's where he starts to be able to play around his shift and have that really high base damage as well. 83 right now when he's full shifted. Playing around those denies and last hits. Mind Control missing that one. Also missing that one, too. 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, feeling the heat when we have the camera on him. You know, suddenly we start to see
there we go.
The mistakes to be made.
But yeah, should just be farm. So range creep both trying to secure. One will get a deny. Either way. Limp, bottom. Hits level 3. Harassment's going to be pretty hard to actually put onto him now. Lane's not in a great position for him, though, so they're going to be likely to try to pull it back. Okay. I mean, I don't think this is going to be one of those games where we have just constant kills all over the place. It might take a little bit longer to ramp up in comparison, because we have some pretty passive side lanes. A DK in one lane, and then we have Darkseer up top versus a Spectre. So those lanes, very unlikely to get any kills on those cores. Maybe supports get out of position. Mid, unlikely to have kills too. So this one might be a little boring in the beginning. Might just be a little bit just CS war.
Yeah, neither side able to make moves on this mid lane, do you feel? Like sort of come around that sort of first power rune spawn.
They don't want to break the lanes really. I mean, we at the 4-minute mark we'll probably see like a Phoenix rotate. We'll probably see GH make a move to try to check out that rune, but yeah, it's just unlikely for them to really make those type of rotations until level 6s come out. When Doom hits 6, that's when we're probably going to see a big move come out from Nigma because they could catch the Morphling off guard.
Top lane. Continuing to see, as you say, just Hansken getting the better trades in the support versus support harass.
Yeah, let's see if anyone is even going to go for the rune, because I don't know if Doom doesn't even go bottom, right? Do they even care about the runes? So it might just be passive lanes. Something we have not seen in this series just yet. These two teams just actually playing it calm.
That's a nice one.
Okay, that one you care about a little bit.
For the 1v1, that's certainly going to feel pretty good for Nico, baby. It's going to allow him to get in some of those denies against the Doom.
Hansken. He might actually go down here.
Stuns out, but as you say, he goes down. S4's going to come charging in with the surge. Iron Shell. As he looks to beat down RMN, has the vacuum skilled, but the Iron Shell
might die too now.
It wears out. He's dead for it. Pops the Fairy Fire. It's not going to save him. Both of them going down on that top lane. Mistakes to be made there by Alliance.
Did they what? They went for Hansken got a courier kill and paid with his life for it, and then S4 tried to just go for a trade kill and just gives up a death. Those were very, very avoidable deaths from the two of them there. As we were saying, like it can be very passive lanes, but they tried to take a risk and they pay for it.
That was around these 5-minute runes. We will see that Hansken up top will manage to grab the one, but Microtron gets in and gets the other, so it should be 3 runes here for Nigma.
Yep. And he's very likely to have better farm on that Doom there than the Morphling at this current moment because of Devour. So even though those last hits do say that Morph's winning by a little bit, Doom just gets more money.
We'll see. Bottom. I'm just going to go for the Dragon Tail. We are. Turns with the Shackle. I mean, again, Limp not...
Doesn't do anything. He just stands there.
He's like, I'll walk it off. I've got 12.5 HP regen. I'm good. Top lane. Another attempt onto Hansken with a Thunderstrike on him, bringing him low. Miracle's going for the chase. Backing back from S4. Will hold the Spectre back and keep Hansken safe.
Did he go for the... He went for Desolate on the Spectre this game, I believe, right? Instead of Dispersion, it looked like. Because he was dealing a lot more damage than I thought he would whenever those heroes were isolated. Yeah, he did go for the 1 pointed in. Okay, so, yeah, definitely giving him a little bit of bonus damage.
I mean, maybe just, sort of seeing the way that they're playing Alliance. These two, they have been caught in positions where they're out alone.
Yep.
Getting a little too aggressive.
S4 still farming very well. Just giving up that death was, like I said, avoidable. Because he was already doing such a good job. Oh, he has a haste rune. He might be able to catch Nico.
Can he surprise him?
Can he get him from the tree line there? He's gonna get a moment of vision because that tree
he's gonna be able to react.
The tree that's eaten is actually gonna give vision when My Control walks up for a split
surely
second.
Nico Baby reacts to this.
Let's see.
Oh, he's out to the other side. He's not even gonna be found. Yeah, Nico Baby's fine. Meanwhile, up top, Hansken chased down again here by Miracle. They'll get it. Hansken goes down. They'll turn over towards S4. If they got the damage to do it, Miracle's still got a Fairy Fire ready to pop.
Nico Baby shows up.
Nico Baby ready to make amends on this top lane. He says, guys, can we calm down, stop the feeding?
And bottom 2, Limp able to get a double kill for, I believe, FNG dying when they dove too far forward for him. I mean, Limp will take that.
Yeah, so not only avoiding the potential hasted Doom in the mid lane, but making moves up top, Nico Baby.
He's just going to Doom FNG. Goodbye, FNG.
Take the
little kill. Yeah, they're even going to commit the haunt. Miracle wants the last hit. Oh, he can't get it. He's going to jump back up toward there.
And may just find S4 with it. Thunderstrike. Not going to be quite enough. S4 will live. No, obviously with Miracle coming over towards the mid. I don't know if you may have actually got that kill on S4 if he stuck up top rather than jumping over to the mid, or...
I think... Actually, yeah, that's true. I think he was just trying to save his TP. I think that's the whole reason he was trying to haunt in this one, because he didn't TP, he just haunted and jumped back to lane.
Sure.
So,
okay, yeah.
I think it was just a benefit that maybe...
Didn't see the chance to go straight top.
Yeah.
So yeah, a few kills sort of out of the blue there as both teams kick it up a notch.
Yep. Support's dying quite a bit already here on the side of Alliance, as I feel like we kind of assumed they would. They're very fragile heroes, and they're going to stay fragile for the majority of this game if they are at this start here.
I think The big thing I'm seeing, though, is the fact that they did get that lane set up, and they have got Nico, baby. Good start. Strong, free farm in the lane, makes a move, gets a kill. He's level 8, highest on the board right now. You know, this is... it's a good start for them all, and we saw what Nico Baby was able to do with a strong beginning on this hero in game 2. I think you've definitely got to worry if you're Nigma about this morph getting such a solid opening.
Ooh, Limp, they actually get the stun. Power shot not full damage. Sunray damage won't be enough to bring him down either. Mind control, as we said, though, he's still going to be that top net worth. He's Doom. Max Devour, or actually not the Max Devour just yet. He's actually going for more damage build points now. 3 points into his Scorched Earth. And he has the drum finished up, so he's going to be a pretty scary monster moving around the map right now if he would like to join his side lanes.
Bottom.
Again, looking for Limp.
Gonna get close this time with the Sunray, still not quite enough. FNG, the Nightmare to put a stop to it. We'll take it off him there. We are giving the opportunity for GH to dive to safety. Top lane, Hansken.
Again? Uh-oh, Hansken. He's getting punished super hard now. S4 as well.
He's trapped in the field. I mean, can he run? No, Surge, couple of seconds. It's not going to be soon enough.
Oh,
Miracle.
this is not good.
Oh, it's not. I think Miracle, I think, is he 5-1-2, 4-1-2? That's a lot of kills for this Spectre to be involved in it just 9 minutes.
They'll be able to get Weehaw down. He actually gets the win run off.
And he's going to live. Mind controls. Okay, he's not going to live. Brain Stat puts an end to him. Mind control will be able to maybe find the trade onto FNG. He's trying to run this down with the Scorched Earth, but the Dragon Tail stun doesn't matter. The Scorched Earth burns FNG down. Mid lane, Static Storm out from RMN.
Oh, what a reaction.
Nico Baby turns. Gets out of the silence. He builds up enough strength. It was a good attempt there from RMN to close off the escape, but Nico Baby was prepared.
He was so fast with his turn there, not getting caught in the kinetic. Very nicely done. And that was a very early level 6 on the Disruptor too, right? It's 9 minutes 30. You don't expect that always at this time. Miracle.
Wall's down.
He's dead. Is he?
He's got the
dagger in 2. He's trying to cut his way, the vacuum. And
oh, they got him.
That's why I canceled the TP. He knew S4 had vacuum available, so.
Exactly. For those watching, that we're probably typing TP lol.
TP lol, yeah. He was...
I see you out there.
A gift from the Tempest of
And Nico Baby can go for this tower hits here too, knowing there's no Disrupt ulti. Weehaw. You just poke at S4 a little bit here. Okay. I mean, Miracle dying there. They finally do get him, but he got way more out of the lane than I expected. And bottom, oh, a great grip. Mind control is so far.
And Nico Baby will say, thanks for that one. Set up there from FNG. Getting Nico Baby involved in a further kill.
Oh, and he gets to turn into a Doom, so he gets to devour a creep for more money.
Oh, that's great for the farm.
Yummy.
It's top S4. Ooh. Teasing around with Weehaw. GH backs the lane down bottom. We'll see if he can slow down this push from Limp and Nico Baby. We'll start to get the creeps up, but the ping's being made. They want to try and push this one down.
Popping the glyph even to do so. Top, they're looking to make an aggressive play.
Oh, S4. He's trying to run. He's trying to go charging in. Nice vacuum into the Light Strike Array will do it. Miracle goes in with the Haunt though in response. Takes out S4.
Bottom, they're burning FNG. He will die to that Sunray as they were getting aggressive. They did finish up the tower. Some trade kills all over the place. 1K gold lead right now for Nigma. And I actually did not expect to see this many kills in this game, to be totally honest with you.
It was a slow sort of opening, but these last 5 minutes...
I would never expect of a Spectre to have like 6 kills or something in this early game. That's
I don't think
crazy.
Miracle did until sort of S4 and Hansken said, hey man, here you go.
Yeah. Definitely hemorrhaging a lot of kills up there, having that Spectre have a accelerated start. Still ahead of the Morphling, which is quite a surprise. So I think for Nigma, they have to be pretty happy with that start. Even though their Windrunner's a little bit behind, Miracle is really all that their game plan is about. This big 4 Protect 1, and Midas is done.
12 minutes, very solid over the treads and double Wraith Band.
And Wand.
Yeah.
It's very solid for sure.
Very, very, very strong opening itemization at this early on in the game.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for... Probably in his head, he's probably going for like the super late game, right? Because they do have the Doom. It's going to be a Doom versus a Morphling, and it is a 4 Protect 1 from both sides. So he probably wants to go for this like insane type of scaling because of that. But he also does have to watch out for Wall. That's always something I do like to point out to his Wall is one of those tools, especially versus heroes like Spectre, that can just go crazy on Illusion in the fights. Okay. Looks like we could have a long one on our hands here.
That would be a nice way to end the series. We've had some two very action-packed great games so far, and again, already game 3. I mean, it just, there's something about these two teams it feels very balanced. You know, we do see these openings, these.
Oh, they do have the ward. FNG, he's prepared for this. They're gonna spot the Midas now too. It's right next to the tower.
There's a lot of TPs coming in.
Can they burst him?
Actually burst in with the Laguna blade? They're going to be able to do so. The grip as well onto the Disruptor. FNG has that control.
The Doom.
Set it for a second. Morph will go down for this. We are coming in from the side, looking for the Shackle, gets it in onto FNG, but S4 drops down the wall. Vacuum catches We Are in mind control. Dive 4 from GH, trying to push Alliance away, but the Light Strike array from Handscan clips onto mind control. Mind control, he's trying to run, but S4 is chasing him down. Scorched Earth is up, and mind control will speed his way out of there with the phase drums. As Nigma lose 3, do manage to bring down Nico Baby, at least with them in that fight.
Great spell usage there by FNG. Just holding his Fiend's Grip, not using it onto that Spectre. Gets the Disruptor before he gets a single spell off, which allows him to get all that. Now Limp may be able to find GH as well here too.
So, GH out of options.
Nice aggressive moves by Alliance. Probably also realizing that there's a Midas now on that Spectre too, so maybe this is where they try to ramp up the pace. Limp has a Blink Dagger too, so they can actually make a lot of very aggressive moves. Nico Baby does get caught this time though from that low ground. Gets doomed up and there's a quick power shot to die.
Yeah, this game in contrast to what we saw from him building game 2, just going for the good old school shotgun build on the Morph.
And look how aggressively they're stancing. I feel like they have to know that it's like, okay, Spectre's got Midas. He's not really going to be doing a whole lot. We just have to worry about everybody else now for the time being. Let's just play super aggro. Let Nico Baby do his thing. Here we
that
go.
would be the dream catch.
Oh, look at this.
There it is. Limps in with the jump. Do they have the burst? There's the Nightmare setup, but RMN pops down the Static Storm, creates the space for Miracle to be able to back away, puts a stop from Alliance's advances. They turn over towards Limp. S4 with the vacuum into the Light Strike. Laguna dropped down as well on a Mind Control. Do they have enough burst to kill him off? They don't. Mind Control. He just starts charging in on this.
Oh my God, he's alive.
Away. He's going to be able to live. He's set up for them to kill off FNG. The wall gets dropped by S4. Glimpse back onto Handscan. Handscan taken out by the Thunderstrike. We are surrounded by S4 and Limp. He will fall 2 for 2.
Oh man, what a good Static Storm by RMN. Honestly, saving Miracle probably in that situation there and allowing them actually to do a trade. Not too bad.
Yeah, they were just around to be prepared for that. It did look like a great opportunity. You know, you cannot blame Alliance for going straight for that. They see Miracle in the mid lane. They go for that one. A little too far away from the tier 2, but the sort of trap in itself was set. Nigma were semi-ready for that sort of play to come out and able to keep it even.
Yeah, you can see Alliance, they're trying to take advantage. If they did point out the Midas, which 90% of the chances they did, these guys, and also Doom and the Egg was also still pretty much on cooldown, so nice aggressive moves. Nigma able to respond. Alliance should definitely still keep their aggressive posture though. As FNG, he's walking up very far.
He just charges in.
I don't think Weehaw saw him for a second
and he charges out. I mean, he's going to get away with it. They're just running into the 4 of them, and this sort of chaos is paying off. Limp goes in with the stun. Mind Control will turn with the Doom down.
Egg is down.
DK. He's going to try and turn and take down the Egg. They're going to be able to do it. The Supernova gets popped. They're taking it out. The Static Storm, though. He catches the Morphling. Again, RMN with these ults, clipping them out. The DK cannot escape. He dies during the Doom.
And Weehaw denied the Egg.
He did.
He denied the Egg.
All right. So they don't even get anything out of it.
They don't get any kills.
They don't get anything.
And they committed on top of that Egg completely. RMN gets a Dream Static Storm. Ghost Scepter comes out for Morphling, so he doesn't die right away, but then a Power Shot takes away all his HP, and he denies the Egg.
I'll be honest, I didn't even realize you could do it. I've got to start doing that to my teammates in pubs.
I actually didn't know you could do that either.
Can you? I mean, I guess I didn't even.
He just did.
He just did. He denied the Egg.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's their Doom and their Egg fight with the Static Storm as well on top. And it works out perfectly for them.
I feel like we've just opened up a can of worms.
Everyone's going to kill
their
Egg.
pubs. They're going to see
Egg.
their teammate just about to survive. They're like, nah, denied.
I wonder now,
it's
like,
going to come from an ally.
And now you're thinking, it's like, did he misclick it? Or was he intentionally trying to deny the Egg?
Maybe it would have gone off.
No, it was like it was gonna die, but did he misclick it to get the deny? I mean, either way, he got the deny. Big fight for Nigma.
Yeah, they lose nothing. They get 3 kills.
Yep. Alliance now, those ultimates are on cooldown for Nigma. It's probably time to look to make another play here. Their bottom lane is not in a great position, though, so they're going to look to push that one out. And yeah, it looks like they're actually going to just chill out and get a little bit of farm here, which will buy time for Nigma to get their ultis back up.
Oh, it's just such a lovely close game again. It's what we love to see. Alliance versus Nigma. What a beautiful way to end this day.
Yeah, and it's, 29 kills in 18 minutes. It's a lot more than we expected with these two types of like passive, I mean not passive, but you know, these Spectre carries, and don't expect so many kills to go for him. And yeah, Nigma gets time to sit back and let their ultis recharge during these next few moments.
So GH. I mean, you know that man, he's going to be hoping for the clumsy note again this game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's got a good one right now though. Nethershaw, plus he almost has that Meteor Hammer finished. Nice game for Meteor Hammer too. He has Kinetic Field to work with, which is much easier for him to land some good Meteor Hammers.
I mean, RMN's been doing some great setups in these fights. We're seeing this Disruptor cause a lot of issues for Alliance. Each time they try and fight into it, just the way he's placing it. You know, he's not necessarily waiting for the big catch. He's sort of been placing down the wall. He drops it off and makes it very hard for Alliance to continue to move in the way they want to. Top lane charging for Limp, but Mind Control quick with the blink there to avoid that initial jump in, and now Limp, he's underneath the tower again. Static Storm from RM onto the two of them. S4 will surge himself away, but he's trying to run. He can't quite find his way out of this. Mind Control jumps in with the stun. Nice back up in the vacuum. Light Strike down onto the two of them. Catches We Are and GH. GH able to dive onto the side, but Mind Control, he's found his target.
He's
found it onto the Morph. The Morph in the Phoenix form right now. Miracle, has he got the enough damage to push him over the edge? The Surge trying to get this Morph out of there, but the glimpse back from RMN will catch the Morph out. Nico Baby is down, and now it's up to Nigma to clean this fight up. FNG picked off as well.
Oh, and they made that move so aggressively, but they took too long to make it. The ultis are all back up.
Yeah.
Everything comes back up for Nigma when Alliance tries to go for that dive play.
It's just super quick reactions from Nigma. We're seeing the way that, you know, Mind Control, that quick blink back behind the tower, you know, Limp, he tries to continue. It's just a little too far at that point. And very easy once again for RMN just to lay down that Static Storm and make it so hard for Alliance to fight into the area that they want to.
He really has been so clutch with that, right? You could see S4, he's running and he probably saw an opportunity at a great vacuum combo, but RMN just, he's ruining so much. He's doing such a good job.
Let's back up this time for Limp. This time, it could be Nigma that's pushing a little too far. Handscan finds the Light Strike Array onto RMN, then Sleep Control as well onto the Doom. Good setup for another as FNG has the Nightmare into the Fiend's Grip. As Nigma sort of falling foul to the mistakes that Alliance themselves made as this time they go out a little split up onto Alliance's half as Alliance respawn. And now Alliance, they head into the pit. They're going to be able to go for this Roshan with 2 heroes of Nigma out of the game.
Yeah, I mean, the kills were brought to them pretty much right next to the Roche, so it's natural for them to make this quick move into it. And Nigma, they can't fight this. They got to give this one up. Over-aggression punished by Nigma, this time by Alliance's respawns. And now, Nico Baby Aegis. That's going to be super nice for these next upcoming fights versus a Doom in particular.
Yeah, they've got to look out for that burst combo. I mean, not only from just himself, but the heroes around him. You sort of add in the Lina to the 1-2 of the E-Blade, and you're deleting most of the heroes of Nigma's lineup, even the tankier ones like the Doom and the Spectre.
Yeah.
Got to be careful.
This could be, I mean, this is a nice, having Aegis now as Morphlin, I feel like it's such a good window for you to just back up, chill a little bit, take a breather, get your Lincolns finished up, and you can worry a little bit less about the Doom in particular, and also, I guess, Shackle Shot as well, which can be pretty annoying.
RMN's going to go for this Glimpse It.
Okay.
Anything more, though, it is onto that Aegis, so...
I mean,
wanting to be too heavy with the commitment.
Mind Control is thinking about it. Miracle, he's diving forward as well, too.
They're just going to go for the easy kill onto Handscan. I'll take that one.
Okay. Oh, he's got to be careful. Glimpse. One of the most powerful catching tools in the game.
Smoke as well, see if they can do something else whilst Handscan's down.
They have everything available for themselves here.
Smoke does get dispelled. They're on the high ground. It's going to be the jump forward from Mind Control. They get the vision onto the
Static Storm. It's on Morph.
It takes out the Aegis straight away. FNG's still alive for now. Miracle's going to come in with the Haunt. The Supernova is out onto the high ground. Alliance trying to break themselves away. FNG's going to buy back. Weehard trying to chase on towards Nico Baby. Nico Baby knocks back Weehard, but Mind Control.
He's done.
With the jump, the stun, the Doom. They've caught them all. The Aegis and his life after taken away immediately. Nigma quick to fight into that Aegis that Alliance just picked up, and they did so successfully, but there's the buyback. It's a big one. It's NicoBaby coming back into the action. The Light Striker Ray catches out Weeha, zip across, nuke out onto the bird. The Phoenix is dead.
No way, mind control is, he actually gets out doing it. Oh my god. Does not get vacuumed. They do get a couple of return kills from that over chase, but
they get the kill. It's a big buyback though. It is NicoBaby's buyback. Still, the gold does favor them in that change.
But the relentless plays by Nigma, just diving forward, looking for these kills. Putting Alliance onto the back foot. Every time they have their ultimates, it seems like the team fight's just too hard for Alliance to actually take. And NicoBaby, he gets isolated. He's got to be careful versus this. Like, sure, this game, Linken's good versus Doom, good versus Shackle, but he also needs a BKB because there's a Disruptor in the game. We see that coming into play pretty much instantly.
Yeah, we've seen multiple times the Static Storm being the cause of his death.
Dude, RMN's on fire this series. His Clockwork was just crushing it, especially game one. Disruptor so far setting up for so many kills up top to give Miracle a good game. He's having a real good time. Now, NicoBaby, it's in an awkward spot, right? If he gets caught again, they're gonna have a long window when he's just not in the game. But he does have some time until those ultimates are back up. And they have so many defensive wards. I'm just looking at the map. Nigma, they have a couple wards down, but nowhere near as many of Alliance. Like, Alliance has just a Christmas tree on the map, trying to protect their Morphling.
Yeah, very tough for sure for Nigma to get over onto Alliance's half. I mean, we saw those last few times, one of the reasons why Alliance was so confident with that Morph buyback. They knew that this area, somewhere they can very much fight in with all the intel that they have.
Yeah. No aggressive wards placed down just yet in these moments from Alliance. Haven't gotten the opportunity from those last few fights. Miracle just continuing to get scarier and scarier. Not going to be going for Diffusal in this type of game, just trying to tank up as much as possible so he can just soak up the pressure. Because a lot of Alliance's teamfight is really just, they're trying to pop this Spectre for the fight, but if he tanks up, it'll be problematic because of the build that the Morphling went for, since he went for E-Blade. Yeah,
and against these heroes like the Morph and the DK, the effect of the Skadi, right? Reducing that regen, the heals. The quicker you get it, it's a game where you don't really need that Diffusal in the mid play because the Skadi itself is just going to do so much against these sort of heroes. Smoke up from Nigma. See what they can catch. Alliance are a little split. You have Hanskin showing down bottom.
They see FNG. No Doom available just yet. Now it comes back up. They get the glimpse.
FNG go for the self-nightmare. Mind Control's going to continue to hunt for more. Let Weeha and GH deal with the FNG Bane. FNG's going to go for the TP out. He's going to actually get out of this. And Mind Control gets killed off for his greed there as he was charging and looking for more. And now Alliance, they're going to hit back. They go over towards RMN. There'll be a buyback from Mind Control to stop Alliance from diving in, and the Alliance won't. They'll happily take that one, forcing out the buyback reaction there from Mind Control. Just
punished for greed.
He felt confident because they do have that Observer Ward behind the Tier 1 top, but even so, when you're charging in on your own like that, Alliance, they're going to turn and take you out.
They didn't want to settle for just a Bane kill. Mind Control wanted something bigger, but yeah, ends up paying pretty costly death there. He has to be very careful with his positioning in the next fight. Like, they need that Doom to be able to get a good spellcast stuff in the fight. And if he gets picked up before the fight starts, could definitely prove to be problems for Nigma. Some scary times now.
Yeah. Still, as minutes pass, it is Miracle Spectre getting further and further ahead. Alliance a little more reliant on finding action for NicoBaby to keep things even. As over towards the river, the Static Storm down, controlling the Bane. FNG has to step away. Limp pops the BKB. Horn 4 from Miracle. He's going to charge over towards the Bane. They've taken out Limp. They'll find FNG too.
More than enough damage for the DK when they have this Wind Ranger with that MKB. Quick, easy damage. They also have a Veil, so they have a lot of ways to amplify their magic damage that does come out from both Wind Ranger and Phoenix.
Yeah, and that's going to be the Skadi complete for Miracle now, thanks to those kills.
And 400 health talent, so all right. Up to 3,000 health now for Spectre.
This Spectre's very, very scary. I mean, the burst now at this point, not quite enough to really threaten Miracle alone.
It's going to be so easy for him to stick onto targets now, too. These supports just, like we said, they're going to be food in this game as it gets later. And as you pointed out, yeah, Morphling DK not enjoying to play versus that Scotty if he actually is able to stick on them. Yep, 3100 HP on Agitreads.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, that's a pretty farmed Morphling, or a pretty farmed Spectre if I say so myself. 20 minutes, 27 minutes, level 20. 2 full items finished with a Midas.
Well, Nico Baby's got the BKB, so
he does.
Now can have a better shot at fighting and not having to worry about RMN just dropping the Static Storm and causing him to just have to back out and escape from every attempt that he makes.
Still quite a bit of other abilities you have to worry about. Hanskin in a very sneaky spot here.
Trying for the setup here. Limp's going to jump for the back lines. Looks towards Weehaw with the Dragon Tail. The Laguna Blade's done as well. Is it enough to nuke him down? It's not, because Weehaw, he's got the Essence Ring. Pops it, gets the HP back up.
He gets
to be dropped down on the morph, but he's already building up the strength, Nico Baby. The Static Storm again, and the Glimpse also bringing back S4 into the Static Storm. It's 2 dead on Alliance. Limp now surrounded by the 4 of them. Nigma turn over towards the Dragon Knight. We are chasing him down with the focus fire. They'll take down a 3rd. And sure, they lose GH, but they don't care. Every single fight right now just looking easier and easier for Nigma to overrun. This Spectre just getting stronger and stronger. And again, RMN just continuing to control Alliance's team.
Yeah, I think he's my MVP of the series. I'm sorry, Miracle. Even though you're 11-3 and 14 or something, you know, RMN is... I mean, he's actually just ruining these team fights for Alliance. Over and over again, always finding the right opportunity of targets. Hanskin, he's being spotted out here. RMN at the ready with the glimpse.
Oh, there it is. Back in the reaches of Mind Control. It's a little deep, though.
Bit of a dive.
DPs are coming in. They're respawning Alliance. Mind Control's got to back out of there. We are. Turns with the Shackle. We'll be able to grab Nico Baby. Mind Control's hiding in the trees. See if this works out. Hanskin's hunting with the Dragon Slave. Miracle, he's on the side. He's ready to come over and help out. Pops the Haunt. He's in onto FNG. FNG trying to survive here with the sleep. The Vacuum walls down onto Miracle, but Miracle being healed up by GH. Miracle's fine. The burst onto Weehaw, though, will take him out. The Wind Ranger falls. BKB comes to an end for Nico Baby, but they've got the life
Miracle
onto Miracle. The 5 of them looking for him, but again, RMM's Static Storm stops them from pushing for further. Miracle goes for the retreat up to the cliff, and a TP out will save him. Nico Baby's going to try and chase down RMN on his own. Finish off this kill. RMN will not manage to make it out there.
He's gonna know there's a ward there now, though. That's a cool spot to TP. Points out where they do have vision up on the high ground really quickly, and he does probably save the Spectre there. The Glimmer plus that Static Storm on top just to get Miracle out. Well worth it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Miracle was surrounded by the full 5-man of Alliance. They had to do something, and they did. They get him out. They do still lose 2, so Alliance with a solid hit back at Nigma.
Can they get anything out of it, though? Can they try to look for some more here?
30 seconds. 30 seconds for Roshan. Nigma will have the full lineup back when it's ready. GH hiding up top. Limp's on the hunt.
Maybe they can try to catch him here. Limp's checking the tree lines.
Not going to quite find him.
No. They get the sentry down, and yeah, there's that ward, as we were talking about before. RMN points that one out. 30 minutes, bounty runes. And oh, Miracle, that's a nice rune to find. Since he does have that dagger talent, we'll be able to spam it much easier. That's the other thing the Scotty does provide you. It's such a good item in this game because he's spamming daggers. It's really good versus Morphling and DK, and yeah, it just tanks him up too. It's just got like this triple benefit for him this game.
See if they can be quick to make a move, because he's also going to have the opportunity to pop the Haunt whilst the Arcane rune is still on, so and could go for that efficiency here.
Yep, and they have their Doom, they have their Phoenix Egg, they've got everything at the ready again, but it's a smoke-on-smoke action. Let's see who gets the better initiation.
When Alliance are on the high ground, they're waiting. There's the jump. Mind Control looks for Limp. Limp actually jumps in deeper. He jumps over the Doom, looking towards the backlines, finds the stun onto Iron Man. With the Laguna, they've done it.
The Doom.
They've taken away the Destructor, but Mind Control gets the Doom down off the morph. He's got a decent amount of HP built up. Nico Baby, he tries to run. Vacuum wall onto the 2 of them. Mind Control still chasing on forward. Another stun catches S4. It catches out Nico Baby. There's a buyback from Limp. S4 burning to the sun rays. GH, he gets denied. The 2 of them. The deny is there onto Nico Baby, but it's still Nico Baby out for 100. Mind Control jumps in onto Limp. Limp's got to be careful. He brought back for this one. FNG goes for the grip on a Weehaw, but the meteor hammer for GH goes crashing down, cancels the channeling. The Nightmare onto the Doom. Limp looking over towards Miracle. The E-Blade onto Weehaw. Weeha's trying to run. Nico Baby turns to the Spectre. That Hanskin Dragon Slave finishes him off. They've got the Doom controlled as well. Alliance surround him. They take down Mind Control.
All right, requires another buyback from Nico Baby and from Limp. It's a costly one. They do at least get some kills.
But Roshan's up.
But Roche is up, exactly.
Here we go.
Every time though, like Nico Baby, he's getting doomed, and that one he turned back around. That one he got doomed, he got surged. He may have been able to run away, but he actually turned and started hitting back in that one. probably wanting to die so he could buy back the fight, so he could actually be involved. So
yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, as you say, even taking as long as it did to actually bring him down during the Doom, and coming back in and hitting back hard and getting this Roche. Nigma, they're not going to be able to do anything about this. This will go the way of Alliance.
Yeah. Alliance needs this, though, right? Those double buybacks, they hurt quite a bit. This will at least counteract that here. But Nigma, it still seems like these fights, like Alliance cannot win a fight unless they start using the buybacks and getting number advantage. It's
the worry.
It's really quite a scare.
But with the Aegis and the Cheese, sort of these two pseudo buybacks, maybe they can use this aggressively and sort of get the same effect, but with the opportunity to actually keep pushing on. The thing is, we see sort of the buyback status of Nigma. It's not actually looking great. Only GH with the buyback available. Everyone else a little short on the money. Literally a little short, though, as, it just comes back up for both the Disruptor and
they're looking for more, too.
And Weeheart on the Wind Ranger.
Limp.
They've got the blink in, Limp.
He's jumping in.
Can they burst this down? Static Soul straight away on her hands. Get Miracle comes in with a horn. He's also got a double damage. They've got to be careful here. Limp. Blink up to the high ground. Nico, baby. Turns into the Wind Ranger. Wind runs forward. Looks for the shackle on it. Weeheart's trying to turn, but the Dragon Tail stuns out. They'll go for the egg.
Egg's
They're
down.
going to try and turn and kill the egg. Can they do it in time? The Supernova getting low. They've got it. They take down the egg. Double buyback though for Nigma here. It's both GH and Weeheart come back into the fray. They look towards Miracle. The vacuum. The wall. The stun. They're held in the wall. They're falling low. Weeheart. He's going to go down. It's a dive back from the Wind Ranger. The Doom's down onto Limp. He's glimmer caped up. He's trying to get himself into the tree line, but the Doom damage will tick him out. The Dragon Knight goes down. The dive into the hammer. FNG caught out. Nigma's turn this time to hit back with their buybacks and push Alliance away.
And that was the Aegis to Cheese, them diving forward, going for these kills, and they keep getting these kills, but it's not onto the Spectre. Miracle just able to hold his ground. I don't think they expected Haunt to be back up that early. As you mentioned earlier, he got the Haunt off during the Arcane Rune, so it's up earlier at that time, and then everything else comes up in unison from Nigma right afterwards. Alliance really trying to press forward the issue there with the Aegis and Cheese, but they just can't bring down Miracle. He's the problem. Almost level 25 now, too.
And the way they did it as well with the Arcane Rune, one of those things that was just, it was impossible to read because he did it at the very end of the rune. So when he's coming into the fight, you're not even seeing the buff on him. It's already gone by the time he's jumping in.
Yeah, I mean, if they did...
Can't read it.
Yeah, if they did try to keep a timer, it got totally messed up there from that move. But he's such a problem. I don't know how they're going to be able to bring him down. The rest of the heroes, they definitely can, but he's just holding his ground in the middle of everything there.
Getting further and further ahead. 6k.
Oh my god.
Between him and Nico, baby, starting to fall a little bit behind the Spectre.
He's about to hit 25 as well, and now they also have GH hitting level 20, one of the craziest talents in the game, period, for me. Sunray during Supernova. You cannot cancel the Sunray unless you kill the Supernova. It's such an insane concept to me. So now they're really starting to hit a pretty big critical mass on Team Nigma. And Alliance, I mean, the Morphling is strong, but everybody else is really starting to fall behind quite heavily.
A lot of weight on Nico baby's shoulders.
Look at this. The Doom actually took the Ancient Eating Talent. I very rarely see Dooms take that one. And I think he has the Frenzy right now at the moment for that insane attack speed that he can throw onto somebody, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we'll see if we see him chuck it onto the old Spectre in these fights.
Yep.
That's top. Alliance actually getting away with taking the tier 2. Nigma, no interest in turning up for this one.
Wonder if he... do they have any... I mean, they do still have a lot of different ways to break Linken's from distance. They have Disruptor Glimpse and a couple other ways, so... But yeah, BKB and Linken's, he's got both ways to protect himself versus those heavy-hitting spells. And there's the Frenzy. Okay, yeah, so you see that crazy attack speed bonus onto Miracle. He's going to try to be putting him onto the team fights.
Alliance have got to play it very careful right now.
Yeah.
They have kept the game in this sort of just 7k lead for Nigma for a while. They managed to not let it slip any further. But they're having to fight so hard each time to just sort of hold on and make sure that the fights don't go too terrible for them.
Yep. They still have the Aegis, and they also did not use the Cheese in the last fight. I thought they actually had used it, but they did hang on to it. So they do still have that. But yeah, level 25 Spectre. Still such an absolute beast. This Midas definitely paying off dividends quite heavily in this game. 13, 3, and 18. 31 kill involvement of 33 on a Spectre.
That's what you want to see as a Spectre. I mean, Miracle, we saw sort of in the laning stage for the first 10 minutes, he was already getting that involved. And yeah, he's kept that up through through the whole of this match.
Smoke again. They've got all their abilities up. Top lane, not in the best position, but they have a Spectre, so Spectre can push it out and then haunt in to join the team. And I believe they're smoking because this is the Aegis timer, right? So Aegis is about to time out. They're looking to see if they can try to catch something off of this. 37 minutes though, new neutral items. Alliance claims 2 right away. Timeless Relic and Magic Lamp. And there we go. The noise of the Aegis ticking out. Nigma makes their move up onto the high ground.
Let's see who they can get.
Trying to get some deep wards down here to see something at first.
Yeah, they are completely hidden at the moment, Alliance. It's a little hard for Nigma to find the way in.
Playing around their ward really right now at the moment.
Yeah, just keeping very, very tight to one another. Not allowing them to be jumped by this Doom. The halberds, so now they've got a few halberds in play, Nigma.
A Miracle can play so fearless in this game. Like, he can just walk up.
What is anything about this Spectre? I mean, Lim, nice little blink there.
The Frenzy, look at this attack speed.
Oh, he's gone. He's dead.
Look at that attack speed from the
Dragon
Frenzy.
is down. The Grips, they're onto mind control. They'll try and attempt to look towards the Doom. The Supernova's out of light. They've just got to try and run away, but they can't. They've already lost the 3 of them. Hansken and Nico Baby trying to desperately escape this, but Hansken, the BKB's already been used. He'll turn the glimpse back. They catch the Morphling. Another grab from RMN. Secures a dead Nico Baby for nearly 2 minutes. His buyback still on cooldown for 30 seconds, and even then, he's 200 gold short of it.
Oh, man. I've never seen anybody actually use the Doom thing, but that is it's a really good opportunity when you're playing versus like a DK. You see how fast he's look how fast he's attacking. He just shreds right through him in no time. Miracle just putting the game on his shoulders, really. His team as well.
Oh yeah, the way they've set the fights up has certainly been a sight to see. High ground push they go for Nigma.
And it's such a hard game for Nico Baby. There's just so many things he has to worry about. Just these glimpses, these static storms, these Dooms. They're trying to bait them with the courier there, looks a little bit. Oh, he's trying to drop his items so that he has less gold. Like he owns less gold, so he has less buyback, right? I've seen a lot of players do that.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Does he need the items to be destroyed?
I think he does, yeah. Okay, item gets destroyed. Does he have buyback yet? Not quite. 77 away. He was close, though. I've seen a couple players doing that now recently. After like someone did it in like one of those big pro games.
Yeah,
Still not
it happens all the time in my pubs.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they're trying to do it for the same reasons.
Abyssal Blade finished. Miracle level 26. Repair kit's out. But he shreds right through it there with that Frenzy. 25 seconds.
Oh! That hammer,
no!
Oh, he jumped straight into it!
Oh, no.
GH just reading the mind of S4.
Oh, poor S4.
That pointy mind of the Darkseer, GH saw straight into it.
Oh, man.
Right down to the core of his cranium.
He just wanted to get he just wanted an illusion of the Spectre. That's all he wanted. Oh, GH thwarts that immediately. And Alliance just watches their base get decimated.
I mean, what can they do? 21k down. A Spectre that has completely taken over.
36 out of 38. Yeah. Pretty good game for a Spectre to get all those kills in the laning phase. And now they're picking up a lot of luxury items as we see coming out. Disruptor Aghanims, Illusionist Cape picked up there for the Spectre off of the neutral creeps. Yeah. Pretty impossible now for Alliance, as it has felt for the last couple moments.
Well, let's see if he's queuing up the rapier on the morph. Maybe something like that. But even then,
that rapier won't do anything.
No.
A little bit of
Unfortunately,
damage.
not for Nico Baby.
Nah, not in this one. Too many fights that just went south.
Yeah, Nigma looking very solid with the whole draft, the whole
they're just
lineup.
going
They
in.
got him. Goodbye. He's got buyback, or has he actually? Is he still short on the gold?
He is.
He bought up.
He bought something.
invested in that Satanic, so he's gone. He is out of here. He's already getting himself ready for bed.
All right, let's go. Vacuum combo with the wall. S4, Hansken, let's see what you can do.
Oh, stun into nothing.
Here we go. Do they have the combo?
They've got the vacuum wall, the stun, actually, the light strike. He catches the two of them. They've got the grab as well on a Miracle. Do they have the damage? They're trying to beat him down. They don't. The Sunray's healing him up. They get the Dragon Tail off onto the Doom instead. Supernova's popped down. They're backing away. Still a minute without Nico, baby. As Nigma, they're taking this third and final tier 3 tower. Or are they? The Dragon steps forth, and Dragon, it's spooky, it's scary. He may be a ghost, but he's still got a fear of the dragons. Miracle is, they will back off. They'll let Alliance live another day.
I wonder how much unspent gold they have that they just want to pick up items just to be safe. They probably have like 12,000, 15,000 unspent gold on their team or something, let's say. Yeah, 12,000, 13,000 something. Yeah,
what's that?
More.
It's 13,625 gold.
No, it's more than that. It's like 14. Yeah, whatever. It's like 14,000-ish something
Nobody was
unspent
going
gold.
to check that. I was meant to sound smart.
So yeah, they'll back up. They'll play it a little calm. They probably know they've got in the bag anyway, but just discipline at its finest. And just putting salt into the wound, really, into Alliance, really.
If you're winning a game, you wanna win it in the painful, the most painful way possible for your opponents. Draw it out. Take it easy. They're doing exactly that. They're backing right off.
Keeping Illusionist Cape inside of the pit so they can scout when it pops. There it is. BKB now bought as well. Refresher Shard onto the Roshan. See if they look to just go for it right away. Alliance,
stepping
the
out.
last smoke.
Here we go. 26k down, but not a team to give up. Absolutely not. Limp with the bait. See if they fall for it. This juicy, juicy Dragon Knight in the mid. Do Nigma go for this one? Are they going to fall for the trap that Alliance are trying to set? FNG. Lincoln's is popped. Nightmare to set things up, but the Horn comes out, getting the vision there, looks as if forward with the Laguna Blade, they're trying to burst down the Doom, but they can't quite do so. Mind Control gets the BKB off in time, dive for Nico Baby as he turns into the Phoenix, but now the Supernova down, he's doomed, he's static stormed, he's trapped, hit by the egg. They do kill off Weeheart, S4 still alive, the wall doing some damage here to Mind Controller's Lip. He's actually going to be able to get the two of them, but he's the last one left alive. The other four members of Alliance will die. Limp will live, TP's back to base. I mean, 2 for 4. That's... Oh.
He tries to save his buddy. You can see he was turning to try to kill the DK for a second. I think RMN was probably like, help! Turns up as a disruptor.
We got GH soloing Roche. He did that all himself.
I mean, I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
Roche, he already had a refresher anyway on this Phoenix. Why not give him another one? And I think it's time now to perhaps close it out here.
Let's see.
Eats a Moon Shard.
And what we got? Buyback? Not there again for Nico Baby. Just a little short on the gold. It's there for Hansken and S4 if they want to party once more. Fortification too. Extra bit of time being bought for more to come back into it. Limp's got the halberd complete. Extra little way to slow down the damage from this Spectre. And here we go. Hammer out, Miracle in. They had the repair kit too, keeping the melee rack safe for now.
Okay, they're going to put him to sleep for a long time. Wake him up. Disarm him for a long time.
All right.
Because he's enfeebled.
Stun.
He's enfeebled, so the enfeebled status resist debuff thingy thing. So, extra duration on these disables. The vacuum, the combo.
Oh, the 3-man light strike. They've taken one out.
Fiend's Grip. The egg's down.
Egg. Can they kill the egg? Hit the egg. Hit
Lena's
the egg.
hitting it.
Hitting the egg. They've got it.
They got it.
Out.
Miracle.
He's dead as well, but he has an Aegis.
Okay,
He's ready for round 2. But Alliance, they may be ready for round 2 as well. They look towards Miracle.
They got the stuns on him.
The wall is down. The illusion is out. They're controlling the Spectre.
More stuns.
He cannot run.
More stuns.
They're holding him out. He's dead. Dude, they don't have buyback. They don't have buyback.
RMN, Ag, Static Storm.
We are dead as well.
We hot.
He says, I can do this too. That's 3 of them dead. They don't have buyback on Miracle. They do have buyback on GH. Miracle's 1800 shot of the buyback. They're hunting for RMN. They found him.
He used his buyback and ran back into this fight.
They've got him. They're holding. Alliance, they're keeping the game going. The top racks are defended. 4 heroes dead on Nigma. Just as you say, sort of bringing the resistance down, the chain disable that they can do. The vacuum light strike arrays, we're seeing them hitting these sort of 3-man combos each time with these holds.
Kill the catapult. S4 is like, please help me.
Punch harder. Where's that damage talent when you need it?
Come on, drop. You should be backpacking his craggy coat during that. Come on, S4 for the attack
Oh,
speed.
that's true. That's efficiency loss right there.
They will be able to clear it out, though. 30
There's that
seconds.
rapier I'm talking about.
And he's queued it up.
He's got it.
I mean, they're going to need some...
in the
shop
Not got
list,
it.
yeah. All right. I mean, it's one small step.
They're holding on, Alliance. And in a fairly safe position, at least regarding buybacks, not necessarily the general state of the game. The 3 buybacks available. S4, he goes all in. 600 gold away himself from his own buyback. He has the full Aghanims. So watch out for these walls. And get close to the rapier gold, Nico baby. Not too far off, just a couple of thousand away. Would mean his buyback's on hold, but who cares? You don't need buyback where Nico baby's going.
They're going to get a decent amount of towers, but everybody is respawning. We see Ninja Gear up on the Doom, so he has a good way to sneak into the fight still. And he also, they might pass him off the Refresher Shard, right? If they don't want to have it on GH. So there is opportunities for double Dooms.
Oh, mind
Let's see
control.
what he's going. He does not have the Refresher Shard, but he has a halberd to break that Lincoln's easy.
Leading in. He's on the hunt. Here comes the Doom. Who's he going to find? Nico baby. Ooh. Careful, careful, careful. It's going to be okay. Another Axe coming out for the Alliance lineup as Handskin picks up his. That extra ramp up to the burst that they can throw out.
I'm looking forward to it. I actually have not gotten to see a Darkseer Ags, I don't think, since it was changed really much. It's like, what, 12-second vacuum cooldown and your wall is really long or something, right? Yeah. So, I mean, maybe they can get multiple vacuum stun combos with it.
I mean,
Maybe.
that's been what's keeping them in it.
It's still extremely hard, because now it's going to be Nigma all in position for this. They're all level 25s, all spending their gold.
It's 4 buybacks. They've got 4 buybacks available on Alliance. So
Very true. How much does
the
Miracle
hold
need?
is strong.
I think they probably just want to farm Miracle's buyback so he can just go into the fight, and if he does die, he just buyback haunts, and
Win
then
the
it's
game.
disaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. I think they probably just want to play it a little bit passive back, just let Miracle finish that farm.
Nico baby's he's going to be close to that gold for the rapier.
He's got to be able to get out to buy it, though.
Oh, he went for the Satan. He said, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Never mind, he went back for the Satanic, so no rapier, I'm afraid.
All right, fair.
Yet. Who knows, a few more holds and another 10 minutes and maybe we get there.
Three eggs that they're going to have to worry about in the fight, though, if they don't kill the initial. That is a Refresher and a Refresher on the Phoenix.
Ooh, yeah.
So, still quite a lot they got to deal with, and yeah, this is almost going to be the buyback here for Miracle. Yeah, they're just waiting for that to finish. Stalling it out. 50 minutes will hit as well. Gonna be able to pick up some more bounty runes, some more gold. And they're still chilling, just keeping the lines trapped in their base.
I imagine Nico baby as well would like to hold on to his buyback before he does invest in that Satanic. Having that second life, second round for the high ground defenses. As we've seen, it has been the buybacks from Alliance. They've been very good at allowing them to fight back in a game where they've been behind. They've been very quick at getting straight back in. No hesitation from the heroes that the team really relies on to get straight back into the fights.
All right, is it up yet? 10 gold. Come on, Miracle. Get 10 gold. And there we go. Okay, he's got the buyback ready. It is go time now for Team Nigma.
Oh.
Miracle lead the charge.
No time for Limp. Limp's going to try and jump in. GH has got the Aegis, though. He's in onto the high ground with the Supernova. Already FNG has been taken out. Buys back straight away. The Doom's down onto S4. S4 in a whole lot of trouble. Hex out onto Limp. Limp, he's dragged back. He's in the midst of all of them. He's falling low. Nico baby charges in with a BKB waveform. Looking towards Weehart, but he cannot finish him off. GH puts the Refresher. The second E on this proc, keeping him safe. They've surrounded Nico baby.
Second egg.
S4 buys back. Here for round 2 as the Darkseer. Nico baby out of waveform into the trees. He'll live for now. Limp going over towards this Disruptor. The Fiend script from FNG does control him. They killed off GH's egg. They've killed off the Disruptor. They will hold yet again, Alliance. This time, costing them the 2 buybacks of FNG and S4.
Miracle had to use the Haunt early, so he played a little bit more careful because he didn't have like the buyback. Oh my god!
Whoa. There's somebody, get the Siege creeps.
Oh god, the catapults. All right, well, game almost descended to creeps.
Gotta watch out for them creeps.
Yeah, GH puts himself a little bit too aggressively with his second egg. He goes all the way deep on top of Alina, who could pretty much almost solo kill the egg by herself if she's not getting focus fired by a bunch of other heroes. So they are able to focus that one down.
Oh, I think I just saw... Did I just see something beautiful from Nico, baby? I think he just sold the components of the Satanic.
Oh, he did. He's getting the rapier.
That broadsword. He took back that recipe. He got the refund, and he's picked up the much shinier item. The rapier is there for Nico, baby.
I mean, I don't know. If they can come back in this game, I am going to be bowing at these guys.
This is going to be wild. Hold on to your seat, boys and girls.
So much gold, though. Mind Control has a full refresher if he'd like to purchase it. They're still accumulating quite a bit here, and if a fight does occur like that in the top lane again, the Ancient will die to creeps.
Yes, watch out for they've got to watch for the creeps. Somebody's got to be on the creep duty.
Still keeping them trapped inside of their base. Still very difficult for Alliance to poke out. Haunt is back online. Miracle approaching level 30.
And he's got a lot of money, Miracle. Is there anything he can do? I mean, he's already swallowed a moon shard. Are you looking at anything in his itemization? I mean, maybe with the Haunt, can you sort of get rid of the treads? Wow, he's talking about the Haunt, he's in. He's ready to go. They do. They would have tried it, but there's a repair kit. Have they got the damage to beat through it? They're trying to take it out. The egg is out. They've killed off one. The Grimmers one. They're holding back Miracle. Miracle's throwing himself to throw. Can they have the damage to do so? They've stunned the Spectre. Miracle, he can't hit it any longer. Mind Control, he's dead. They've disarmed the Spectre. Miracle cannot hit. He cannot hit. They're trying their best. RMN's punching the
hitting it.
He's trying to finish the game. They've got him. They've done it. Nigma will finally manage to close this one up.